Are these brand new Daiwa rods the best rods to hit the market in 2024? That's a mammoth. That's a mammoth EP. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh, that's a big fish. Yes! After testing these rods for some time, I'm happy to come out here today and give you a full review and my honest opinion on the brand new Daiwa SK rods. In this video, I'm here to talk about the features, the design, the cosmetics, and the performance of the Daiwa SK rods. Stick around to the very end of the video where I'm going to reveal a challenge that I'm going to do in my next video, and I've got a bit of a surprise for you as well. My first thoughts and impressions on the Daiwa SK rods is that they are extremely light and very comfortable to fish with all day. For those of you who don't know, the SK in the title stands for skeleton grips. Let's talk a little about the skeleton grips. These skeleton grips provide direct contact to the blank, which gives you full sensitivity when you're fishing this rod. I'm curious to know your opinion on the skeleton grips. Have you used them before and do you find them comfortable? Let me know down in the comments below. So we've got two brand new additions to the SK line. You've got the 681L Plus FS and you've got the 722 LFS. The 681 is a one piece and the 722 is a two piece, which makes it a little bit more convenient for travel. Both of these rods are equipped with Gen 2 AGS guides, which reduces the weight and gives you more sensitivity, except for the tip and the stripper guide, which are both titanium with silicone inserts. The AGS guides are identified by the gunmetal grey bindings around the guide. Both of these rods vary in weight ratings and size. The shorter 681 rod is better for close quarters when you want to pull a fish out of structure, and you've got the 722, which is much longer and gives you the ability to get a longer cast out. The 681 has a weight rating of 2 to 5 kilos and a recommended line rating of 0.6 to 1.0 PE, which makes it really good to pulling fish out of tight structures. The 722 is a 7'2", which gives it the extra length to get the extra cast out there. However, it is 1 to 4 kg and the recommended line rating on this one is 0.4 to 0.8 PE, which makes it more finesse. However, it does have plenty of power to pull out those fish when needed. First, let's talk about the 722 and how it performs in various situations. This rod is ideal for soft plastics and is best matched with a 2000 to a 2500 size reel. The action of the rod benefits different lures, providing the perfect balance for each cast. The fast taper with a sensitive tip helps work the soft plastic lure as well as striking the fish. Using this rod over the past few weeks has shown me how sensitive the rod is and how easy it is to detect even the smallest of bites. The 681 on the other hand is much shorter. It's a 6'8", which makes it great for fishing structure like the racks or even edges like you can see behind me. It's a very strong rod, however don't let the strength of the rod fool you because it is very sensitive on the tip and it still allows you to feel every little bite. One thing I've really noticed about the 6'8" is the accuracy with the casts. The accuracy with the casts is actually unbelievable. I was really surprised with how accurate and how close I can get it to structure. The 681 in my opinion is best suited with a 2500 to a 3000 size reel where you can spool it with heavier line. So let's talk about the pros and the cons of both of these rods. They're lightweight, sensitive, very versatile, they've got AGS guides and they've got skeleton grips. These are the pros that I've found with these rods. Let's talk a little bit about the cons. Look, in my opinion, the skeleton grips are great, but you do get a few people who don't like skeleton grips, so it just varies from person to person. And before you do go out and purchase the rod, have a feel of the grips and see if they are suited to you. The second thing I have to talk about is the price. The price of the rod is probably not suited for beginners or someone who's on a tight budget. However, the price is very justified for everything that the rod has to offer. Who should buy these rods? If you're looking for high performance, sensitivity, and a rod that can do it all, the Daiwa SK range is for you. Make sure you don't go anywhere because I'm going to reveal a giveaway that I'll be doing in my next video. But before that, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the giveaway. We've got the 681 SK matched with a 2500 Certate with some 10-pound J-braid and some 8-pound fluorocarbon. We've got a risky critter on a 1/16th head and we're going to really put this to the test. The casts are just absolutely on point with this 681. Wherever I point the rod and cast is where the lure's landing. Let's fish on, finally. Took a while. Feels like a flatty though. What is it? What is that? Oh, EP. S3 perch out of the racks. And it's a good one too. Wow. You guys gotta see the size of this EP. That's a mammoth. That's a mammoth EP. Check out the size of this monster. Wow, look at that. That's a big EP. Right out of the oyster racks. Didn't expect to get an EP out of here. I did expect to get a few brim, but so far we haven't got not even one. But I'm really happy with this as a consolation prize. Look at that bucket mouth. This thing is huge. That's a good fish. .48cm stonker on the 681 SK. How good. So I just left the oyster racks and I really picked apart every pole until I found the fish. That EP was an absolute beast. 48cm on the risky critter, and the 681 SK had no match at all for the SK. It was just reefed out of there, like it didn't even have a chance, didn't even stand a chance. What I'm doing now is I'm using the 722 matched with a 2000 size shallow spool surtate, and I'm casting up against the edges with the 235 prawn, and hopefully we can find some brim this time. It's been real tough fishing these edges. The fish are just not on the bite, or maybe I'm just fishing the wrong spots. Yes, that's fish on. Finally, I felt that tick at 722. I'm telling you, that sensitivity in the rod, I felt it straight away. Yes, I felt the sensitivity straight away. That tick right in that rod tip, I felt it right through down to the butt of the rod. And we've finally landed a brim on the edge. There she is, just a small brim on the 235 prawn. Get her back in and hopefully get some more fish. Some good marks showing up on the sounder. So hopefully we can find a nice school of brim or EP. Oh, I'm getting hits. Yeah, there's definitely fish here. Fish on. Oh, dropped it. I think we found a good school of fish here. Just cast out that prawn right where I got the hits, and hopefully we can find ourselves a fish. I think they were just small brim that we're hitting it, but still. There we go. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. Whatever it is, that's a big fish, and it's trying to get me right up on the rocks. I can see it up against the rocks there. Let's get it out. What is it, a brim or an EP? I gotta go hard on this. I gotta go real hard on this fish. No, it's trying to get me back in the rocks. It's really trying to get me back in the rocks. No, we're gonna put a lot of hurt on this fish. Oh, that's a good brim. That's a real good brim. Oh, that's a real good brim. Yes, yes, we've done it. This time on the 722 SK. That's a real healthy brim. Oh, I am over the moon with this fish. That's got to be a 40 plus. That is a huge brim. That is monstrous. That is monstrous. That's a monster, bro. That's a monster. Yes! 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 a 44 centimeter stonker off the edges here on the 722 SK, and I got it on the new 235 prawn as well in the Yabby UV color. Have a look at that. That's an absolute stud of a fish. Today honestly hasn't been about numbers, but the quality of fish, the EP and this brim have just topped it off for me, and these rods have performed flawlessly, and I'm so happy with that. I can't wait to get more fish like this in the future on these rods. I'll definitely be taking both of these rods on every single trip from now on, because honestly they're amazing. They're great rods, and the proof is in the pudding. In my next video, I'll be doing a challenge where I'll get you guys to pick 3 colors of these Daiwa Bait Junkie 235 prawns, and I'll be using them all day to see which one catches more fish. Now let me know down in the comments which 3 colors I should use on the next video. Now don't go anywhere, because in this next video I'm going to be talking to you and going in depth about the brand new Daiwa Bait Junkie 2.35 inch prawn. I'll see you guys there.